Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 3. Synopsis on any list. Third season of Mushoku Tensei. Cool. Now, we left off Season 2 at the end. We went to the desert in the south on a rescue mission. We met Roxy. And we went back to the Magic Academy. That is where Rudius is. Just as a reminder. Now, Season 3, the first two episodes start, because it was a double release, with the journey that Aris went on. At the end of Season 1, if you remember, Aris and Rudius had more or less, not a falling out, but Aris decided she's too weak after the interaction with Orsted, and she needs to become stronger to be able to defend Rudius and fight at his side. So she decided to go on a journey with Ghislaine to the Swordland or whatever it was called, but essentially where she can train and become stronger, which Ghislaine did. This is where Ghislaine trained. And we see her journey, getting there, meeting new people, finding strong opponents, her training, her getting stronger. That is the first two episodes are revolving around Aris. Meanwhile, episode 3, we go back to Rudius. We see him living his daily life. And episode 3 is a reintroduction to what we know from Season 2. All the different characters we see again. We see the interactions and relationships. We get a little bit of a glimpse of where we left off. So, a little reminder. Now, the animation is fantastic. The first 3 episodes are fantastically animated. The whole storyline about or with Aris is really well done. We even have some anime original, supposedly, that was not really in the novels, which I'm all here for. And the original is made by the author, so it's not like the animation studio decided to do something. No, the author helped, and as far as I remember, the author is pretty tightly involved with the production of the anime. We also have the Season 1 opening back, which is like the little bit of the music as it is playing in the background, and we see a little bit of world building. We don't really have a full opening, at least in the first 3 episodes. We don't have one, which I'm all here for, because it gives me 1.5 minutes more of Mushoku Tensei. And I just love this series. Again, animation fantastic. I really like the story about Aris, and we see her training, which is good as a contrast, because at the end of Season 2 we saw that she's coming back, or she's on her way. What exactly that means, we don't know at this point. So it made sense to see what she's up to, and you can see her grow. It is really interesting because Aris is, you know how she is. She didn't really take anything from anyone. The only person she really listened to, I guess, was her mother. Maybe the father, the grandfather, definitely grandpa. And at the end, essentially Rudius after the whole journey. And she naturally is very defiant. You can also see how other people perceive Aris, which is also very interesting. Additionally, we see some more of the sword styles, how they really work and interact. It's really well done. It just is really well done. Just go watch it. I'm also very interested to see how it is being adapted going forward. Now, I have read the light novel. I know the major parts of the story. And there are some parts which I, as many other people, are questioning how are they going to adapt that into the story. Now, there was like the idea, at least the community had like different ideas, maybe an OVA, so we don't interrupt the storylines that much. But I'm very interested to see how they adapt. At the moment, if you were scared of, oh, will they do a good job with the animation, and oh, season 1, a lot of people went away, that, you know, there was some skepticism. I feel like the first 3 episodes should have washed all of those away. They were top notch. And I personally never understood the skepticism. There was also the whole point of, oh, they made Ruby Rocks and it's not Mushoku Tensei. People never gave it a chance. Ruby Rocks was a pretty good anime. Definitely well animated. And we can see that here, but here it's, again, I mean, they really put a lot of effort in Mushoku Tensei. As they should. It's just a good series. Let's see what people thought of the first 3 episodes. This is preliminary ratings. Any list has it at 86%. My anime list at 8.92 and 20,000 votes. So this is already fantastic. Just as an FYI, I believe 27 episodes supposedly this season, 14 now, and then 13 at a later date. There was rumors going around, maybe like spring next year or summer next year. I'm not sure, but supposedly 14 episodes now, and then at some point we get 13 more for the season. I would give the first 3 episodes, again, easy 10 out of 10. It just is fantastic adaptation. Animation is great. I mean, the story is good. The addition for some of the anime original, very nice. It is just really well done.